Bread, in its various and diverse forms, is one of the most ancient and widely consumed food globally. Now, humans started baking bread at least 30,000 years ago, and commercial yeast production dates back to ancient Egypt's bread makers in around 300 BC. Bread is made in different parts of the world with different ingredients and is known by many names. However, in this video, we'll only discuss the common variety that most of us consume. That is white bread, brown bread, whole wheat and multigrain bread. I have already discussed the key difference between whole grains and refined grains in my previous videos. You can find the link in the description box below. We know that refined grain is stripped of the germ and the bran layer, removing most of the grain's vitamins and minerals. Further refining, polishing and milling of the grain results in white flour, which is also known as maida in Hindi. White bread is made from refined flour and it's mostly empty calories in the form of starch with little or no nutrients in it. Whole wheat, multigrain and brown bread are made from whole grain flour, and obviously these varieties have more nutrients than white bread. But as I keep mentioning, the real story of what is inside the product is not on the front of the packaging, where the marketers want to lure you into buying the products by making unsubstantiated health claims. The real story is in the ingredient list. As a thumb rule, the first 3 ingredients make up at least 70 to 80% of the products. So not all whole grain and brown varieties are made from 100% whole grains. The percentage of whole grain flour used in making bread varies from brand to brand. So make sure to check out the ingredient list before you buy your next loaf. The problem with bread does not stop here. Check out the ingredient list of white and whole wheat bread. This is one of the best selling Indian bread brands. I've also checked the ingredients of many other commercially available bread in the Indian market, and the most common ingredients beside, of course, the flour are edible vegetable oils, emulsifiers, preservatives, acid regulators, and a few more like additives, food colors, and treatment agents. You already know my stance on the use of vegetable oils. You can check out the video on why you should stop using vegetable oils for cooking your food. Emulsifiers are made from glycerol and fats, which can be from vegetable or animal sources. Now, a study done on rats indicates inflammation in the gut, although rat studies have little relevance in humans and more research is needed to verify this claim. Now, the 280 preservative, also known as propionic acid, is linked with migraine, headaches and hyperactivity. Research is still very limited on these claims. Now guys, please be aware these emulsifiers, acid regulators, preservatives, treatment agents are literally used in all packaged foods ranging from ketchup, pickles, all types of sauces, salad dressings, seasonings, mayonnaise, etc. Even though there is hardly any research to link these artificial flavorings and chemical agents to any major health claim, I strongly feel that anyone who eats many calories from packaged foods is ingesting many of these things, which add up to quite a lot and may cause health issues in the long term. So the next time you consume anything that comes in a wrapper or a box, please check the ingredient list. Ideally, you want to select food companies that use fewer and cleaner ingredients to create their products. So the key question is this: can the food companies make the bread without the additives, emulsifiers and preservatives? The answer is yes, they can, but they don't, because adding these things to the bread making process makes the bread soft with an improved texture. It also increases the shelf life. Longer the shelf life of a packaged products, the more profits for the company. Do companies care about your health more or profits? I think you know the answer. But I'm also sure you care about your and your family's health. I think that's why you're watching these videos. Now, bread is an integral part of our lives, and a few companies have started to sprout up to cater to the demand of health-conscious customers like you and me. So, can bread be healthy? Yes, bread can be healthy provided they're made from 100% whole grains minus the preservatives, emulsifiers, vegetable oils, and all the bad stuff. How can you achieve this? There are three options. First, you can make your bread at home. It's not that difficult, and there are already thousands of amazing bread making videos online. Cooking and baking stuff at home takes time and effort, but it's worth it in the end. So if you and your family eat more than a few slices of bread per day per person, it may not be a bad idea to bake your own healthy bread. Option number 2, search for a company that makes healthy loaves. Always choose bread companies that use 100% whole grains minus the bad stuff. Option number 3, try out the fermented bread or bread made with sprouted grains. Sourdough bread is made with a sourdough starter instead of baker's yeast. Now, sourdough starter can easily be made at home with just flour and water. The lactic acid and the wild yeast in the sourdough starters help leaven this bread. It's one of the oldest method of making bread and has started to gain popularity due to its health benefits. Firstly, the phytic acid, which is an anti-nutrient found in most grains, is significantly lowered due to the fermentation of this bread. Phytic acid is considered an anti-nutrient because it blocks the absorption of minerals like zinc, iron, copper, etc. in the body. Another type of healthy bread you can eat is Ezekiel bread. Now, instead of fermenting the grains are sprouted. The sprouted grains are then milled into flour from which this bread is made. Sprouting does three things. First, it decreases the anti-nutrient phytic acid level. Second, it increases the bioavailability of micronutrients so that they are absorbed more readily. And third, sprouting also reduces the starch content of the grain. You can either make Ezekiel bread at home or buy it from a health store. If you like this video and found it useful, then smash the like button and consider subscribing. Hit the bell icon if you want to be notified when the next video like this will come out. Thanks for watching.